Well, we made it this far up the road. The old Honda Civic can't quite make it past this next stretch. So we're going to have to leave it here. We're going to hike in the rest of the way to our spot. We brought a little bit of gear. We got enough to get by. We got a hatchet. We got a machete. We got a dry box with just basically emergency stuff in it. I got my pack, some extra clothes. Got a Game Boy Color. No, not really. Zach's bag. And then I'm just bringing a blanket to keep Odie warm tonight. Anything you want to say before famous last words?
Famous last words? I hope we don't die.
I hope we don't die. Hey, Odie. Odie's excited for this one. He can't wait. The mosquitoes are pretty thick, actually. But, that's what you get. To the lake. Beautiful. There's one campsite on the lake, so we just came down at. That is not our destination. We're going to head all the way across, and there's a little point on the other side that we're going to set up camp at. It's pretty perfect, though. On our trip to our campsite across the lake, being survivalists we are, ever vigilant, we spotted not only blueberry bushes, which we only found a few blueberries on. They're pretty well picked over. But we found, later in the year, we found blackberries, and lots of them. So we have, this whole area is just covered in blackberry bushes, so we're off to a good start. A couple blueberries, lots of blackberries. This is normally the spot where all the strawberry plants are at, but it's late in the year for that, so we're just getting what we can. And they are delicious. So as we were traveling through the woods here, notice this spot all flattened out and small trees snapped off and stuff, and then there's this dead log here. And it looks like, you can see right here, a bear was digging for grubs or something in the tree. You see there's scratch marks all over it. He's really going to town. It's a whole pile of stuff. Oops. What do you think about sleeping with a bear tonight?
Let's sleep with some bears tonight.
With all of our berries?
With all of our berries?
Look at that pile. Holy cow.
A little hazelnut in here?
Oh yeah, we got a little hazelnut on the way over here, mixed with some blueberries. So we're going to try to crack that sucker open later. That will be tasty. Hopefully we can find some more of those.
Catch some fish tonight.
There's a lot of fish here.
There's a lot of fish.
Lots of fish. Alright, so we're just preparing our bow and drill. I'm working on the drill part of it. Zach's working on the platform that you drill down into. He's notching it out so all the ashes will gather, spill out the notch, make a little pile, and that's where the ember will start. For the drill, you just want to get the straightest stick possible. For the bow, you want to get a flexy green stick, and then we'll run a fairly loose string across it, spin it in there, and then use it to spin the drill part. Anything you want to add to this?
It's really hot today.
It's really hot out here, actually, sitting on the ground here. So I'm just getting this ready because it'll have a block on top of it, so you want the top just to be as good as the bottom, really. We're not going to film this whole process, but we'll come back and we'll show you a fire. Now we'll show you us struggling with trying to make a fire. That's what we'll show you.
It's not as easy as it looks.
It's not as easy as it looks. We've tried it a few times, gotten super close, never actually got it going. So this will be fun. So Zach, how'd the bow drill go?
Bow drill went really well. You see the fire we got made with it.
He's lying. Those are matches. We failed miserably. Or we just don't have the patience for it.
We'll go with that.
But now we're working on spears. So we just took a solid piece of wood, split it down the middle, and then split that down the middle. So I got 4 tines going on here. Stick something down inside here to keep them separate. We're sharpening each tine, and then you put that on the fire just enough to dry it out, and it fire hardens it, so it makes it harder than a green stick. That's the idea. We're going to go down and we're going to try to get a fish. There's a lot of fish in there. You can see them swimming around all over the place, but getting close to them is the hard part. So we're going to get right into the water. It's really nice out today, so we're going to get down there and try to get them. Supper time at the old camp. Zach managed to set up a quote-unquote shelter.
It'll work.
We went with the tarp this year.
We're cheating.
We're cheating a little bit. Supper tonight is our mixture of berries. We got some blueberries in there, not too many. Raspberries and blackberries. We got hazelnut, if I can get this camera pointed on that. Boy, this is complicated. Hazelnuts cooking on the fire right now. Just a quick roast, and then they should be pretty good. We used the spears a little bit. Couldn't get a fish with it, but I managed to actually get a pretty good sized frog, so we're gonna cook up his legs anyway. Not a whole lot here. And then probably use the rest of them as some sort of fish bait, but yeah. So far so good.
It's been a good life. I'm not so hungry this year.
I'm still pretty hungry.
We are drinking some swamp ass water right now. It is pretty delicious. Just like a sweaty butthole or something. I don't know.
I don't have to bleep you. Go ahead. Give it a drink.
Ah, delicious. We had to boil up the water to try to kill anything that was in it. Still wasn't from the middle of the lake, so it's not like it's super clean. But it's not bad. Tastes a little swampy. Swampy water.
tucked in for the night. Well fed. Kinda.
Kinda.
We're cozy in our little shelter. We got some pine boughs for a bed. We got Odie licking his bug bites. There's Zach cuddling.
We're friends.
Friends. Don't let friends sleep in the woods. The mosquitoes are still pretty bad. It hasn't really gotten cold enough to kill them off. So we're just waiting for that, I guess. Cool. To kill mosquitoes.
Got a nice little fire going.
Nice little fire out there. Keeping our tootsies warm. That's not a blanket. That's Odie's blanket. Well, we made it through our night. How'd you sleep, Zach?
Pretty awesome. My entire body kind of hurts right now, so got that going for me. It's not much fun sleeping on pine boughs. It's not horrible, but you always get that stick that jams you right in the middle of the back, like all night.
Yeah. It was nice.
And then you got nauseous through the middle of the night. Ended up running out.
Yeah, I ate a bad frog leg.
Not feeling so hot.
It's a pretty perfect morning though.
Beautiful.
We're on our way out of the woods. We just gotta hike back to the original campsite and then head back to the car. So we're just kind of making our way around the lake. A lot of different terrain, a lot of swampy stuff, a lot of riverbeds and stuff like that. So we're just kind of working our way back. All right. I made it back to the car. That was quite a hike this morning. How do you feel about it?
A little tired, a little sweaty. But glad we're back to the car. The mosquitoes are eating my ass alive.
Yeah, they're
Sucks.
pretty thick. Pretty thick. Any takeaways from this year? Plans for next year?
Plans for next year? I think we need to grab a fishing rod. But I don't know. We got some frogs. Frog legs are delicious, apparently.
They are. They are.
So
Grubs
frog
aren't
legs,
too bad either.
Grubs aren't too bad. Wish we would have videotaped
A couple of
that.
our hazelnuts had grubs in them, and we just went ahead and ate them.
Yeah.
Extra protein.
Kind of nutty.
Kind of nutty flavor.
Kinda nutty
It tastes a
flavor.
lot like hazelnut.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think that's it for me.
maybe a fishing pole next year.
Maybe a fishing pole, because some fish would be delicious.
There are a lot of fish out there. And
spear them.
yeah. Signing out. Peace.